Putin's biggest naval spectacle has been cancelled again. No warships, no grand parade, just heightened security. The Kremlin blames safety concerns as Ukrainian drones are reaching deeper into Russia than ever before. Has Kyiv forced Putin to hide one of his most powerful symbols of military strength? Russia has cancelled its flagship Navy Day parade in Saint Petersburg for the second consecutive year, underscoring growing concerns inside the Kremlin over Ukraine's expanding long-range strike capabilities. The annual event, traditionally held on the last Sunday of July, is one of President Vladimir Putin's biggest military showcases, featuring around 200 warships sailing along the Neva River. Instead, this year's celebrations have been limited to concerts, museum events, and commemorative ceremonies. Similar naval parades across Russia's Baltic, Black, Azov, Arctic, and Pacific fleets have also been scrapped. The cancellations come after a series of Ukrainian drone attacks deep inside Russia, including strikes in June targeting Kronstadt near Saint Petersburg, headquarters of Russia's Baltic Fleet, and repeated attacks on Wildberry's logistics facilities near the city. Ukrainian strikes also disrupted the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum and reportedly damaged the Russian corvette RFS Boyki, highlighting Ukraine's growing ability to threaten one of Russia's most heavily defended cities. According to reports, authorities also imposed widespread mobile internet blackouts across St. Petersburg during Putin's visit, reflecting heightened security concerns as Ukrainian drones increasingly penetrate deep into Russian territory. Despite the cancellation of the naval review, Putin sought to project confidence, delivering a televised address from the Admiralty headquarters rather than reviewing warships on the Neva.
In Russia, washed by the waters of 13 seas, the Navy plays a vital role in ensuring defense and security, and in protecting the country's legitimate interests in the world ocean. Our naval forces are capable of effectively accomplishing the full range of tasks assigned to them.
The Kremlin has officially cited security reasons for cancelling the parade. This follows a similar decision last year and comes months after Russia significantly scaled back its Victory Day military parade in Moscow, reportedly out of concern that Ukrainian long-range drones could target key military hardware. According to Russian outlet Fontanka, citing Defense Ministry sources on July 15th, the military never received orders to organize this year's parade.
The military had received no orders to organize the parade. It's not the right time.
Analysts say Ukraine's increasingly precise drone campaign is reshaping Russia's security calculations. St. Petersburg, nearly 1,100 kilometers from Ukraine, was once considered beyond Kyiv's reach. That assumption is now being challenged. Even as security concerns dominate, Putin insisted Russia's naval modernization remains on track. The cancelled parade, tightened security, and expanding Ukrainian strike reach together reflect how the war is increasingly affecting Russia far beyond the front lines, forcing Moscow to adapt even at the heart of its military and political symbolism. A major fire broke out in St. Petersburg as Ukraine struck Wildberry's logistics hub for the fifth time in a week. On July 24th, logistics centers belonging to Russia's largest online retailer, Wildberries, came under attack in St. Petersburg, Tver, and Russian-occupied Crimea during an overnight Ukrainian drone assault. Russian Telegram media channels reported Wildberries logistics centers in St. Petersburg were among the facilities struck by Ukrainian drones, triggering a massive fire at one facility. Residents shared videos on social media documenting thick black smoke rising over part of the city, with the strike reported on the Utkin Zavod Logistics Park, which houses the Wildberries facility immediately south of the city in the village of Novosaratovka. Independent Russian telegram channel Astra reported that another strike was reported at a separate Wildberries facility in the Shushary district of St. Petersburg. Large plumes of black smoke were seen at the facility. Saint Petersburg, located 1,100 kilometers from Ukraine's border and the hometown of Russian President Vladimir Putin, has rarely been targeted by Ukrainian attacks throughout Russia's full-scale invasion due to the concentration of Russian air defenses around the historically significant city. However, in recent months, Ukrainian drone advancements have been able to more effectively penetrate air defenses, striking various targets in heavily fortified cities, including Moscow and Saint Petersburg. Saint Petersburg Governor Alexander Beglov confirmed the drone attack on the city, writing on Telegram that the attack targeted unspecified civilian infrastructure facilities on Moskovskoye Highway.
The strike hit civilian infrastructure facilities on Moskovskoye Highway. Efforts to address the aftermath are currently underway.
Hours later, Leningrad Oblast Governor Alexander Drozdenko confirmed the attack on the Wildberries facility in Novosaratovka, claiming that 3 people were injured in the attack. Wildberries press service reported that the company's logistics centers in Shushary and Utkin-Zavod in St. Petersburg have been temporarily suspended following the attack. Authorities further confirmed amid the attack that around 50 flights have been delayed at St. Petersburg's Pulkovo airport. As Ukrainian attacks on Russian infrastructure continue to intensify, Wildberries, frequently compared to e-commerce giant Amazon, has sustained 5 days of Ukrainian attacks on the company's facilities over the past week. Earlier in the night, photos and videos posted to social media by Russian Telegram media channels purport to show a large fire emanating from a Wildberries facility in Simferopol. The warehouse complex serves as a major logistics hub for the Russian-occupied Crimean Peninsula, and published footage by residents purportedly showed the moment the drone struck the facility. Wildberries press service later confirmed that one of its warehouses in Simferopol was struck, though the company did not immediately provide details on the extent of the damage or possible disruptions to operations. Later in the night, residents also reported a fire at a Wildberries logistics hub in the Russian city of Tver. Thick clouds of smoke were seen rising over the city following the reported strike. The extent of the damage caused by the attack was not immediately clear. Earlier on July 23rd, Ukrainian forces reportedly also struck a Wildberries facility in Voronezh, while on July 22nd, 2 Wildberries warehouses in southern Russia, one in Krasnodar and one in Stavropol Krai, erupted in flames after being hit by Ukrainian drones. The recent attacks have inflicted high economic costs, with media analysts estimating at least 100 billion rubles, approximately $1.2 billion, in damage. Open-source data analysis by Russia's Kommersant Daily showed that the recent attacks have damaged approximately 10 to 14% of Wildberries' logistics capacity, equivalent to 552,000 square meters, or 5.9 million square feet of warehouse space. The Kremlin has repeatedly denied Ukraine's claim that Wildberries handles military supplies. Meanwhile, as Wildberries' facilities burned, the Russian Defense Ministry claimed on July 24th that its air defense systems downed 571 Ukrainian drones over various regions of the country.